So the Patagonia Alpine Suit has just released, and as you can see, I've got it on right now. So I thought it might be helpful to kind of go over some key things about the Alpine Suit so you guys can get a better idea on kind of the suit in general, because honestly it's one of the coolest pieces that Patagonia has come out with for a while. So with that being said, let's just dive right into it. So one of the first things I will mention is that it does have a Ricoh reflector. This is always great to see with Patagonia, especially for their Alpine focus pieces, because you know the Ricoh reflector just makes it so you can be searchable in certain situations. So just having that in is super nice to have. You know, it's kind of a basic thing at this point, but it's definitely still appreciated to have. One of the next things I'll get into is the zippers. This suit has a lot of them. So overall with zippers, you got your two chest pockets right here, and then you have your main zip that goes all the way. Then you also have a bottom zip, so if you gotta go, you can zip to get quick access. But the kind of key things with this suit is that its gussets are zippers. And that's right, I did say a gusseted zipper. So with this suit, rather than going for a traditional hood, it actually has a spiral zip hood. And as you can kind of see right here, the back of it looks kind of different. So that zipper hood is meant so if you're approaching the climb and you're not wearing your helmet, if you zip the hood all the way to the top, it just basically collapses that hood all the way down. So it's really a really tight fit hood. So then you know there's not all this empty space in your hood. So that's super helpful. And the other thing that's been changed with this is it actually has a zippered leg opening. That's actually kind of big for this, just because one of the bigger problems with suits these days, or any pants for that matter, is that sometimes the leg openings, it's just a little bit too wide. And you know, when you have a lot of that loose fabric, especially when you're around crampons, tends to snag a lot. This Alpine Suit figured out a way to do a system where you do a spiral zip all the way over here, and then it tightens it really down. And it's really nice to have just because, you know, it makes it so when you zip it all the way, when you have your mountaineering boots on, it just makes it super tight and it doesn't snag. You know, I've been able to dry tool in this suit and I had no problems with that. So that's been really great. Another thing that's really great about this suit is actually got points for suspenders. Now that's pretty big too, just because with this suit, because it is a one-piece suit, you know, you don't have any belt loops, and it's very dependent on how you kind of size it, and we'll kind of get into that in a little bit. But the suspenders just help just to keep the suit all the way up. You know, when you're kind of approaching climbs or you're getting back from a climb and you kind of want to unzip the suit to kind of breathe and get all that heat out, it's kind of hard because when you have it unzipped and you start walking, you know, the suit kind of just falls down. And because it falls down, you know, you just have those times where just your arms drop. Whereas having the suspenders in at least keeps the suit up, so that's always great to have. Another kind of basic feature that's also really nice to have is it's got drop-in pockets. Drop-in pockets are great just because then you can dump gloves in there. I'm actually kind of embarrassed to say that I didn't know that this had drop-in pockets till about like 3 weeks after I had it. So that was kind of embarrassing, but it's still great to have with the drop-in pockets. And kind of one of the big things with this suit is that it uses GORE-TEX EPE. Now I'll have a link in my description that kind of links to Patagonia's video about GORE-TEX EPE, kind of all of the specs of it. What you need to know is that it's basically GORE-TEX's version of their fully waterproof membrane that is PFC free. So that is always great. So with that being said, those are kind of all the key features. Let's get into the sizing. So sizing with the suit is very, very important because as you see right here, the suit fits pretty good. Now what's different is that this suit is a size small, and I didn't think that I'd be a size small. I thought a medium would have worked for me. It is a regular fit suit, so there is room for layering obviously, but the fit is going to be one of the big things you have to dial in. Also because it's also unisex as well. Now there's a bunch of different sizing options. They have, I think, all the way from extra small to XXL, but there's another subset of sizes where it's like short small and then short XL. So there's all these different sizing options that you can have with this suit, so you can really dial it in. Like I said, I am a size small, and kind of my measurements right off bat, I'm a 39-inch chest, I have a 77-inch arm span, and I'm 6 foot tall. I've got a 32 waist, and yeah, the size small fits me the best. I have plenty of room for layering, you know, no restriction of movement. So like once you find the fit with the suit, it will fit great, but it might take a little time to get that dial in that right fit. So with that being said, that's kind of a good overall kind of overview of the Alpine Suit. If you have any questions about the suit, shoot me a comment. I could probably answer your question. And yeah, with that being said, thank you guys for watching this video, and I'll see you guys in the next one.